Hi everybody, it's Karen. I'm sharing another mini album today I made over this past week. I used an older paper collection by Teresa Collins called Posh. It's all pink, black, and white, and it was really fun to work with. It doesn't bother me that it's an older paper collection. I love it just as much today as when I bought it. I think I bought it a couple of summers ago. I never was able to find any embellishments. I wasn't expecting to. I did have a couple stamp pads from her other collections that worked well. It does measure 8 by 6, and the pages are a ½ inch smaller than that at 7.5 by 5.5. I put some black lace on the sides that wraps around to the back. On the spine, there's some really pretty pink rosette. This is a cutout from the Sophisticated cartridge. On my closure, I put some gross grain ribbon underneath the chipboard covers, and then I attached this toggle and toggle clasp, I guess, with this charm that I got off the clearance rack at Michael's like a year or so ago. I already undid it from a previous video attempt. So there's 6 pages. On the inside cover, I made just a side pocket here. Like I said, I made all my own embellishments. This was a heart punch, and I just put some fringe on it and some lace washi tape here, a little bow punch and a pearl, and I stitched them on my sewing machine. I made a tag for the pocket with some stamps, and this is a cutout from the Sophisticated cartridge, some eyelash trim, and some lace. And then there's a nice photo mat here I made with some paper. I did put on my photo tag some lace pulls. Some ribbon pulls. It's got like a sheer pink polka dotted ribbon. On the first page there, this goes up, and I put a tag up here at the top that's glued down in the corner. Here's some embellishments that I just layered with like a circle and some flowers and enamel dots, some lace, and I put some lace underneath the photo spots. And then on the next page, this was supposed to be magnetized, but then this was too bulky, so the magnet kind of just acts as a weight. Here's a cutout from the cartridge in a double layered butterfly that I stitched and put some pearls here. So when this lifts up, you have a place for a photo here, 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 and then I put an envelope here that I made out of some pink paper, some handmade embellishments, and some lace. And then this middle one is actually a pocket that you can put more photos or journaling on. On this page, it's like a flap with some lace and some embellishments. And then I have an envelope that I ran through an embossing folder to put like maybe ticket stubs or maybe some journaling in here. I thought this album would be good for a girl that had maybe a formal event where she was dressed in pink or black or white. I think the pictures would be outstanding in something like this. Here's just a die cutout and some stamping I did of the Eiffel Tower. I just glued down some lace, kind of messy here. Another fringed heart. These are really fun to make and so easy. Over here, this is actually part of the paper collection that I just covered. I just added some pearls to it and a handmade embellishment. Here's a chandelier from a Cricut cut, and when you open up this, there's more places for photos, and it goes up like this. And there's some on the back side too. And then that ties with a ribbon. On this side, just a cluster of things that I found really fun to make. I made a small tag with some stamping. This is a cutout from the paper that I just put like a Spellbinders die on, and I stitched across with some ribbon. And they could write on the back. And on this just opens up like a card for 2 photos. And then on the back side of the flap, there's a place for a photo here and in here. How fun is this paper? Over here is just a tuck spot for a photo that would go underneath this doily. Oops, glued down a little bit too much, but it'll still work. With a heart and a doily here. This side just has like a little side pocket for some photos. Here's some more flowers with pearls and a little butterfly and some lace. This page, I put this sheer pink polka dotted ribbon, and it holds down this spray that I cut off the Cricut cartridge. Man, that's like one of my favorite cuts on that sophisticated cartridge. I added some enamel dots. That's a little help. And there's a place for a photo in here, and then it opens up a little bit more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, enough for like 4 or 5 pictures in there. Then this opens up to the side. And here's another tag that I made with a chandelier, and that is glued down, so there would just be a place for a photo here. On this page, there's just room for a photo covering the pretty paper with a butterfly. Oh, and this goes on this page. This lifts up for places for photos and over for a photo. I put a little pull tab here with a bow punch. And here's another handmade stitched thing. I layered vellum and some white cardstock with a butterfly punch. On this page, another Cricut cut with some double rosette layer of, black double layer of rosette trim. So there would be place for a photo here on this side. And then I attached a little tiny black envelope that I made on a punch board. I stamped some white, I think this is Jelly Bean stamp from Joann's, with white ink, and added some rosette, so maybe like a little place to write or put some mementos in it. And here's just a little cluster that I made of some Cricut cuts and whatever, and then the picture just can slide right in there. Over here I made a flap that lifts up. There's some pretty black lace, some white lace, and some pearl trim, and some Spellbinders dye. And this is a stamp. Pink isn't just a color, it's an attitude. I layered some flowers there. And over here, here's another cluster, another one of those hearts with the washi lace that I stitched across. This side's real pretty with the pink rosette, a cluster of flowers, and I put 2 photo tags in here. And this page is a waterfall, and I layered each one at the bottom with some lace trim. Here's some rosette, some black lace. I think this is actually Halloween lace, but it looks so pretty in here, and more double layer rosette. And then on the back cover, I just made a pocket with some lace. And this is like a belly band that comes off. Just put some pearls on the butterfly lace here. And this just opens up for a trifold. So another 4 or 5 pictures can go in there. Thank you so much for watching my video and leaving all your kind comments. I appreciate you all. Have a nice day.